first in NBA history. How do you view the situation in the Lakers drafting Bronny late and the opportunity now in front of LeBron to do something he has wanted to do?
Well, because I've been involved with high school basketball, with the Nike League and EYBL and all. And I live in Los Angeles. I've watched Bronny since 7th grade. The guy was a McDonald All-American, And I said this the other day. Shaquille O'Neal's son, Sharif, was a hell of a talent, and his dad made McDonald All-American, and Sharif didn't. Bronny was one of the best 5 high school guards that year. That means you're a prospect, which means you're going to be a 2nd-round pick or a 1st-round pick if you just go 1 year. The same player, he was on the same team with a guy named Isaiah Collier at USC. Didn't have a great year, was still drafted in the 1st round. So it's not unusual for him to be there. So anyone who disputes that just doesn't understand basketball. The second thing is, I'm looking forward to watching that history, because it not only says a lot about Bronny, but it says so much about LeBron and his longevity and being able to be one of the top 5 players in his 22nd year. You wouldn't argue he's still in the top 5. So the longevity, the history, if you're a fan of the game, you're excited to see that. And shout out to Bronny and Bron.
What you just heard was Kenny Smith on the eve of the start of the 2024-2025 NBA season, on the night of the first historic father and son duel in the NBA, giving his take on Bronny and the entire event. It was one of the worst takes I've ever heard by Kenny Smith, fam. In my opinion, it was disingenuous, and he lost a lot of credibility with me behind it. Facts. But maybe I'm tripping. So guys, hear me out and then get in the comments and tell me what you think, all right? Kenny Smith is one of the top guards that ever come out of New York City, a legend. He won rings with Houston. He played with Jordan in college. He played with Olajuwon in the pros. Kenny's resume is impeccable, right? As good as it gets. However, in life and in basketball, if you're trying to learn something, the desire to get better or more knowledgeable is half of the formula. The other part is choosing the right person to learn from or get information from. If you're trying to be a lion, to ask a cockroach to teach you how to be a lion is asinine. It doesn't make sense. Kenny Smith was one of the few people I could listen to and have faith in his stance. Past tense, fam. Sorry. While I believe in my heart of hearts Kenny Smith is a good dude, the bullshit that came out of his mouth last night, it took me by surprise. Let me explain. We all know the Bronny James story, yes. We all watched him play pretty much from high school. I watched him before that, his whole career. No matter how much we wanted Bronny to succeed, and I wanted the kid to succeed, to this point, we all know what our eyes told us, yes? All right. Bronny wasn't that good in high school. He wasn't the man in high school. Let's be honest. The Wayne Wade's son was better. Remember him? Okay. He wasn't good in college. He averaged 5 points in college, right? And he doesn't look good in the NBA. Let's be honest. Yet, Kenny Smith just tried to tell us Bronny belonged in the league. And if you don't think so, then you don't understand basketball. You don't know basketball. Here, let me play that part again for you in case you forgot.
So it's not unusual for him to be there. So anyone who disputes that just doesn't understand basketball.
Kenny's logic is Bronny was a McDonald's high school All-American. Therefore, he deserved to be drafted by the Lakers. And if you don't think so, then you don't understand basketball, like I said. I was okay with the shucking and jiving and the knee scraping he was doing until he said that, fam. No, Mr. Smith, I disagree with you, and I know basketball. I know with my eyes, now my feelings tell me. And I'm not willing to get on my knees and open my mouth wide and tell my viewers fake BS just to appeal to LeBron for bounty points or views or whatever benefits that come with that type of behavior. Algorithm favoritism, whatever it is. I don't want to do it. It doesn't feel right. Not only that, though, did you hear what he said about Shaq's son, Sharif? Again, listen for yourself.
Shaquille O'Neal's son, Sharif, was a hell of a talent. And his dad made Mike Don All-American, and Sharif didn't.
I understand that Bronny had heart surgery in college. Shaq's son Sharif had heart surgery as well. And he busted his ass to get back the ball. He just signed a contract with the Sacramento Kings. And as far as I can tell, unless it was behind the scenes, Shaq let his son grind on his own without interference or persuasion, right? Kenny Smith made reference to Sharif not being a McDonald's All-American. He tried to convince us Bronny was a top 5 guard or player in the country and was a prospect who deserved to be in the NBA. What he didn't mention was the controversy surrounding Bronny's selection to the McDonald's All-American game. Remember that? The people felt he didn't deserve to be there, just like they feel like he don't deserve to be in the NBA. It was the hype train because of his last name. Let's be honest. Bronny played well. I was impressed with him. But he wasn't the best in the country. Let's be real. Instead of saying Sharif wasn't a McDonald, instead of saying, pointing out the fact that Sharif wasn't a McDonald All-American, how about acknowledging his new contract and how he did it without any props or influence from his father? See, this fluff by Kenny made the moment even more cringe. I don't like to be sold. It was cool to watch, but it didn't feel organic. Like when a player whose team is down 50, but he's playing for a rebound to get a triple-double. Give me a break, man. It's forced, it's unnatural. Shaq was sitting right there. I wonder what was going through his mind when he was listening to Kenny and all of the and the extraness. And listen, just because we didn't play in the league, the fans, these dudes act like we do not matter. Like what we see is irrelevant. That, right? To say you don't that you don't understand basketball if you disagree about his Bronny comments, especially when we all saw how Bronny has played, fam? Are you shitting me? I'm really starting to wonder, what kind of control does LeBron have on these dudes? Facts. Now listen, I'm not saying Kenny Smith is a bad guy, but he dropped the ball on this one, and now I have to look at him with the side out. All right, my intelligent basketball minds, you know the vibes. Get in the comments and talk back to me. Empty the clip, okay? Do you think Kenny Smith's comments to those who disagree about Bronny were disrespectful? Or do you see no problem with what he said? On your way out, do me a favor, help the channel out, fam. Hit the like only if you feel we deserve it. And make sure you subscribe. I have a video coming out regarding the whole GOAT debate. It's gonna make your brain explode. By subscribing, you'll be first on deck to get notified. In your face hoops. Till the next video, be safe and God bless.